We move on now with our roving reporter, Rachel Davis. Recently, she spoke to My Bloody Valentine. Everything seems to be coming up roses for them at the moment, but it wasn't always that way. Rachel asked them whether, in fact, they really did become disillusioned and decide to split up prior to signing to Creation Records.
Well, we weren't exactly going to split up, like we weren't going to leave each other, but we were going to get rid of the name of the band and that kind of thing, you know, and start off playing a few small gigs. But I sort of kept the My Bloody Valentine name going, for better or for worse.
I don't know why, really. It was just for some reason or other. People wanted us to play some gigs, and we said, okay, we'll do some more gigs with My Bloody Valentine, and just kind of went off from there. And then Alan we did a gig with Biff playing Pow, and then after that, he wanted to sign us.
Basically, we were just meandering on, you know, which looked like it was going to stop eventually, and then the Creation thing sort of, you know, made things actually move. I mean, I don't know whether it would have made any difference, because all that would have happened was that we would have had a different name. You know, we wouldn't have been called this band, and we wouldn't have had to put up with all the it used to be a pop band, blah blah blah, you know, type thing, because people would have taken us as a new band. So I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing, really, in the end. We thought, well, if we did break up, what would we do?
Yes,
and then we thought, well, who will be a new bass player? We thought, well, there's no point in getting anyone else if we're happy with Debbie. And you know, we had Belinda, she had just joined, and we thought she was working, she was good, but, you know, we didn't actually want to split up as such, personally, but as a sort of a band, the whole history behind the band, we'd really become sick and tired of it. So, that's what all that came from, you know, that splitting up business.
It was because certain parts of songs where the song is so familiar, you can play without thinking, so you don't have to think anymore, and you can just glare out. You're not actually watching anybody. You can't see the audience, so you can see this, whatever, the lights. Your mind just kind of triggers off, flies off somewhere, and you don't know what you're doing. You know, sometimes it's kind of dangerous because you don't know where you are in the song. You can totally mess up in the song, but yeah, you can lose consciousness in the sense where you just be off on some other planet, kind of playing the drums.
I don't think you meant falling asleep there.
I didn't mean falling asleep. It's the opposite to that. You know, it's more kind of funny, kind of using so much energy. I get such a really high kind of adrenaline, so that, you know, the adrenaline's coming out all the time. In that sense, you know, I can lose consciousness of what exactly, you know, we're actually playing a gig and there's all these people watching me, and they don't even realise that, you know. Sometimes I think about what I'm going to have to buy for breakfast.
What? I mean, we know we write tunes, sure. We know all this, that, and the other. We know he drums crazy and all that, and Debbie goes, oh, like that. We know that, but we don't know, and that's as far as it goes, you know. Most of the other things that people praise us for, we don't know why. You can see it sometimes, but often you just don't know what's going on. You don't know why people like us, all the praise that we get in the press and stuff. You just read it and go.
I don't think that's being a little bit modest, though.
Modest?
Yeah.
Well, you cannot, I mean, it would be false to go, oh, yeah, that's exactly true what they're saying about us. Because, I mean, when the press rave about a band, it is pretty unrealistic. I mean, for them, often with a lot of the journalists, for them, their piece on you is like a little piece of art. For them, it really is. It isn't just some information service. It's just their piece, you know, and they use that to express their feelings at the time. And sometimes it's so over the top. I'm not saying it's untrue or anything, but I'm saying that to read it, it's like sometimes
it's like their opinion, but it's totally highlighted and it's like totally kind of put into a kind of wonderland. You just look and read it, and you kind of you laugh the first time you read it. This is not about me. You know,
but after a while, you can see it. I mean, if you were to try and put into words how you feel when we record something, and like we just recorded a new song the other night, and it's brand new now, and it's like every time I hear it, like I couldn't describe it, and if I did have to describe it, if I was a writer and described it, I wouldn't. If I was enthusiastic, it would sound over the top, you know. But when you read somebody else's opinion of something that they're really enthusiastic about, it's not modesty to say I think that's over the top, because it's there, you know, it's hard to explain. I would hope that this isn't our peak, put it that way. I don't think it is.
I hope this is like a build-up to something. Because like next year, maybe it could be like the peak next year, so you can ride in that peak for a while.
The thing about us is that none of us are natural musicians and we're not natural singers, so it's always a struggle. Because funnily enough, we haven't really got much talent for playing. singing. No talent isn't that it comes easy or we're good at it. We have what we do. We have to make us do it as a certain amount of effort in doing it. So it means that it's never going to be easy. It's always going to be difficult to a certain extent, but not difficult like in a real laborious. Oh, this is really hard and you have to do it. Sort of. It's just we can't take anything for granted.